I want to talk about the 3-year-olds now. I want to leave the 2-year-olds to last because there was some impressive miles yesterday from the 2-year-olds. The 3-year-olds were good. We expect them to be good. And I know a lot of you out there saying, "Oh, my 3-year-old doesn't look good." Don't worry about it. They don't race at Tamiko Training Center. I don't want to hurt them. We don't want to push them, and some of them can't come big last half. Brush cut is not going to come a half in 58 seconds over Tamiko Training Center. Kevin doesn't want him to, nor do I want him to. Brush cut needs to be kept in hand. He's already paced 54. Don't worry about how he looks at Tamiko Training Center. He's never looked better a day in his life than he does right now. So we'll start with Ailsun. Ailsun was great 2 weeks ago. Jason put her on the run. Just asked her for a little much. Not a big deal. It happens. But Ailsun looked great training by herself yesterday. Arctic Force looked fantastic. If I was going to pick and choose, I'd say probably need to do his knees and hocks before he races. No big deal there. The horse looks like a beast. Looked very, very good yesterday. Big last half, first over. And if I really wanted to fire him up and rough him up, I maybe could have got the Sunshine and Shade. But what's the point? He's not racing for what, 4 weeks? I was very happy with what I saw from Arctic Force. Beach Boutique looks great. Harry has her looking like $1 million. She looks like she wants to tear the head off somebody right now. Put on weight, looks good. You know, if we get to Illinois, if Illinois opens first, I would love to send Rooney Blue Chip, Beach Boutique, Sebastian, I think Pennsylvania will open up soon. No PA or Ohio horses. Some Ontario horses, Sunshine and Shade. I'd like to get some of those horses out and get some miles into them. I just don't know if they're going to open. We're keeping a very close eye on that. Beach Boutique, I would love to see at that big track. Race a couple of times. She looks real, real good. Beach Bum BB obviously had an incident, had AFib yesterday. I don't want to say it wasn't scary. The vet was not concerned. He said it happens. She's an athlete. Her electrolytes were a little out of whack, and this can happen. A hyper horse like her with electrolyte levels that aren't great is prone to potentially having this. So we know how to fix it. Make sure she gets electrolytes 2 days before, the day before, and then she should be ready to go. Bottle of Red continues to look good. Kevin's just had done a great job with her. She always looks good, this filly. So Bottle of Red, ready to go. Another horse. There's another horse could easily end up in Illinois if we got to race in Illinois. Brush Cut, another horse that could potentially end up there. There's got a lot of horses that could do some damage out there and really, really do some good. The reason I say that is because we don't know what's going to happen with New York. It looks like it might be the last state to open up. Is it going to affect anything? More than likely. So you know, horses like Bottle Red and Brush Cut could easily end up in Illinois before they end up anywhere else. Canadian Titan looked absolutely fantastic. I skipped over Cabernet. Cabernet was on stall rest. Another 2 weeks, she's ready to come back. Canadian Titan couldn't have looked better yesterday. It was funny, I got to the barn today and Joe McIsaac saw her train and he said, "Gold?" I said, "I don't know. I don't know if it's gold or not." You know, she looked like a gold horse. So 2-2 last half in 59 by yourself in a race bike. That's a serious mile over Tamiko Training Center. So let's just say Canadian Titan's ready to rock. Right now, in Ontario, Capistrano was good again. She looked fantastic. Compass Rose DC just looks beautiful. Big, strong filly. James said she was awesome yesterday. Don't believe me, just watch. Is soon ready to go. Start jogging again after having that little procedure. Take that little chunk of whatever off his back of his knee. Emerald Mist, Kevin's got weight on her. She looks awesome. Enduring Strength, I'd say 2 weeks behind Canadian Titan maybe. We got to work on him and get him proper. He's not there yet, but he's getting there. Excellent Nation's back going full bore. He looks good. Forged and Fires training in Pennsylvania. He looks good. Giddy Up Max looked great yesterday at the training center. Globetrotting doesn't look great. Yes, doesn't look awesome yet, but she's well on her way. 2-4 last half in 58 for a horse her caliber is not a hard thing to do. But to do it right, do it powerful, and finish up like she wants to fight, she's 2 weeks from doing that, but it's coming. Lots of time, but it's coming. Harness AM looked good again. Hometown Boys. I told everybody, stop worrying about Hometown Boys. I don't want to hear any more about Hometown Boys. He's never going to look good at Tamiko Training Center under the drone. Ever. It's not going to happen. But he doesn't have to. So don't race for purse money at Tamiko Training Center. We're just putting miles into him. I've been very happy with him. This time gives him time to put lots of muscle on in places he needs it. I've been very happy with Hometown Boys. I'll play it alone. Don't get to see much of him. He's training in Pennsylvania right now. Tim says he's training good. Inland Beach trained awesome yesterday. Johan didn't. Made a break. I think an easy fix for that is Jason. We just need to go 2 trips with Johan. Jason agrees. So that's what we're going to do. I think that might be the last time we see Big Jojo make a break at Tamiko. Just for me and you, I looked at her video a few times yesterday. I was very happy with her video. Probably maybe needs a little vet work done. before she starts up full bore. That's not hard to do and not a problem at all. Knockdown Dragout went a massive mile on Thursday this week. I didn't train her at all on Saturday. She's ready to go. I said to Amy after I trained her the other day, I could qualify. It feels like I could qualify in 55 right now. That's how she feels to me. She feels very good, and I trained her without any TQ. Now she wasn't in a set, she wasn't in a group, but her manners are much, much better. I think she's finally found a consistent program to put Knockdown Dragout on. Miss Brampton Beast trained good again on Saturday. Yeah, she got beat, but she's going to get beat from time to time. I thought she trained great. Muscle Chrome looked as good as I've ever seen her on Saturday. Harry was happy with her. Nancy Allison, somebody said, where's Nancy? You all know how crazy Nancy can get. Why would I want her in a set situation all the time when I can keep her comfortable and trotting? She trained with an open, happy bridle on. For those of you, a happy bridle is just a bridle with no head check. She just trained with a bridle on her head, no head check, 2 sets of bell boots and a set of polos behind. And looked like $1 million on Saturday. Looked great. It's no TQ. Exactly what I want to see. Another horse like Knockdown who's starting to do it right. Need your opinion. First over looked really good. Johnny looked good doing it with her on Saturday. Looked really, really good. Olympic Hopeful, ready to go in Illinois. Angie said she's ready to go. Overdue Mission. I did have an OCD removed from her hock, but the turnaround for Overdue Mission, she will be jogging in 17 days. 15 days from today, she will be jogging. So it's the 3rd. On May 18th, she starts back up jogging. Path of Totality was flying. Horses don't trot that fast on the end of the mile at Tamiko Training Center. She was flying coming out of the last turn, and to run down really Blue Chip, we were moving late in the mile. Nobody was walking up front, and Path of Totality came and picked them off. Legit, very powerful filly. Really Blue Chip looked great. She was the horse I just picked off on the end of it. Rooney Blue Chip's mile last week was as good as any mile I've seen a horse go at Tamiko. An aged horse, especially his size, looked so good yesterday training. Did you get that? Is that helmet on backwards, honey? Think so. That's embarrassing. Rooney Blue Chip just looked fit. Another horse I would love to send him to Illinois if we could get racing out there. Angie would fall in love with this horse. She might never give him back. Rooney Blue Chip's such a nice horse. Rose Run Valiant, he didn't look good on Saturday. Did his work. You know, that's his MO. Let's go and do our work as piss poor as we can and hope nobody notices. You know, he better hope that I don't pay much attention to noticing, because if I have to go down and train him for a couple of weeks, he's not going to be a happy camper. You can be sure of that. There'll be a lot of work and a lot of heavy lifting in his future. We took all the toe off him Saturday after he trained, and I suspect he'll look a lot better on Wednesday. Rose Run Versatile did her work well. You know, somebody said, oh, she just looked okay because she was in with horses she can't beat. That's why. I was very happy with Rose Run Versatile. I thought she did her work very, very well. Where are we at? Sebastian Yu trained good on Friday. I trained him. No, Saturday. He trained in between sets. He trained okay. Thought he was good. It's hard to get a bead on him, right? But he was pretty good. Sometimes things happen. His looked very, very, very good. My personal number one turnaround horse of the year is Sometimes Things Happen. Spend That Money looked fantastic. James said training the other day. Never put a step in, strong in both the straightaways and the corners. That's what we're looking for. So Spend That Money was good. Spirit of Dio did make a couple of breaks in her qualifiers. First without hobbles and then with the hobbles, so you can be sure on loose if John had her. So I'm not concerned. John's not concerned. And at any point, if he says, hey, maybe have a look at her and see what you think, I'm very happy too. Spirit of Dio is just a beautiful, beautiful filly, and I suspect she's only a training trip away from showing that. Sunshine and Shade looked great yesterday. He's put on like 100 pounds, maybe more, and I suspect a pure muscle. He looks absolutely fantastic. Really impressed with Sunshine and Shade. Susie K was good yesterday. Mario likes going with her. He gets along with her. She's just an okay filly, but she looks okay. She looks good. Very happy with Susie K. Trafalgar just looks like $1 million. Harry's got the most needed 100 pounds on a horse ever was on Trafalgar, and he put them on. He's done a great job with her. Watch Avenue. Kevin and Mario are a great combo for this horse. They both look great with him over the last 3 weeks. Willpower Fashion is at the university right now. He was sick and ended up with pleuritis fluid in the chest cavity. It happened. I was trying to get a handle on how it possibly happened, but it did. And they're working on getting it cleaned up. So Willpower Fashion should be coming home on Tuesday. And then Zeb Sunshine, Kevin just asked for a week off for him. Certainly no problem there. Zeb Sunshine has looked great, and Kevin has done a fantastic job with him. That's all the 3-year-olds. Got the 2-year-olds left. I got a lot to talk about with these 2-year-olds. I'll be back in just a minute.